Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, let's see. Child, this light is bright. It's a bright light, child. Oh. I have never gone live straight vertical like this. That's very interesting. Meow. All right, you guys. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I don't know how this is going to look, but we're going to see. I think it looks nice. I think it looks nice to go vertical. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Let's get ready for this. Let's get ready for this. Let's do all the things. I hope you guys are doing well. Come on in, come on in. Meow. Meow. We're going to pull a card for you guys today, okay? So, first of all, be sure to like and subscribe so you can catch the vibe. That's one. Hold on real quick, you guys. Hold on. We're gonna do it. Do it, do it. Do it, do it. I gotta light the candles, y'all. I gotta light the candles. I've never gone live vertically like this. All right. Okay, so because I have something crazy that happened this morning, you guys. I just went outside. Thank you. Wait, I can't see, child. That's far. Hold on, wait. Alexis? Thank you. I'm economical, so I save wigs. I save them and I reuse them. This wig used to be longer, but I had cut it short. And because it just does its own thing, I just figured I would slap this little, scarf on it real quick. Oh, hey, Nigel. Yeah. Hey, Nigel from Australia. Oh, isn't it late out there? What time is it in Australia right now, Nigel? I feel like it's either extremely late or extremely early. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? You said you have been my favorite reader this whole year. Oh my God. I'm so happy. Thank you. I really appreciate that, you guys. Okay, so we got our candles lit. Let's make sure everything is in order. Everything is synchronistic. Remember that, y'all, because it's never a coincidence. Nothing is ever a coincidence, okay? And it looks good. It's 10:40 p.m. Tuesday night. Oh, you in the future, Nigel. You in the future. Because right now, it is 8:41. It is 8:41 a.m. Tuesday morning where I'm at. And I am in Georgia, okay? The South. So you in the future, Nigel. Okay, I like it. And that's crazy. Okay, because if any of you guys are Pisces, I got a channel message for you guys, Pisces, that I am actually going to do live a little later today. But I did want to, dang, I ain't got my lint brush. I did want to pull a few cards for you guys right now, just to see some advice on how to start your day, or like Nigel said, how to end your night. So let me tell y'all what happened while I'm lighting this Palo Santo. So I got the kids off to school. School just started yesterday. It was the first day of school. I've been hollering because, not in a laughing way, but like that, kind of like a wail. I've been wailing, because school has started, and I am very much so exhausted already because these early mornings, my son's bus comes like the first bus comes at like 6:52. So I was like, oh my God. So I got all of them on the bus, and now the house was, empty, and I was getting ready, and I'm like, okay, let me do something, because Mercury retrograde been trying to, the shadow phase, the pre-shadow phase of Mercury retrograde. I almost burned myself. It's been trying to whoop my butt already. Okay. And that's not cute. Hey, Hey, Lenise, Sugarfoot. But yeah, it's already, the pre-shadow was already kind of messing me up. If y'all could please hit the like button though, I would really appreciate that. Because you know we got to like and subscribe to catch this vibe. Okay, you guys? So hit the like button, y'all, if y'all want to stick around. But it's definitely already been hitting me like with the pre-shadow. So I was very much so not in the mood this morning. Yesterday was the first day of school and I was not in the mood this morning. And I was just like, you know what, girl, just get up. One thing about it, whenever you get yourself up and you get yourself ready and you like do your makeup or you should be brushing your teeth automatically. That should be automatic. But, sometimes it be like that. But I got up and I was like, let me go ahead and do something with my face so I can feel away. And whenever I do some type of self-care or whenever I do some type of like positive pouring into of myself, it makes me feel a lot more energized. So I was like, let me just go ahead and do that. You get what I'm saying? Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, Nigel. Look, we here. We here. But yeah, so I got myself together and it was pretty much like, okay, now let's go ahead and start the day. I went outside just to get a little, try to get a little natural air. And there was this bird sitting on the trunk of my car. And I'm like, what is this bird? I walked out the door, the bird was just chilling on the trunk of my car. But then it saw me coming and it flew away. But I tried to catch it because it's a little tree next to the parking spot. So I tried to catch the bird to see what it looked like. So when I looked it up, it appears to be a northern mockingbird. So I wanted to tell you guys about that because it is it's just really weird sometimes how the synchronicities happen. And you can tell that they're synchronicities because you can feel inside your soul that something wanted you to see whatever you just saw. Okay. So with the northern mockingbird, it's a white and gray bird, and it looks like it has like a kind of like white stripe on its wing. And y'all might hear Percy meowing over there because he loved to get attention. But I just knew for some reason I was supposed to look up that bird and try to figure it out. So I tried to follow it, and it was a little shy. It was a little timid because it flew off the trunk of the car into the tree. And I was like trying to walk over there slowly. And there was this man, because they're cutting the grass right now. He was unloading the lawnmower, so it was a little loud. And I felt like the bird might have been a little startled because of the noises, but I caught it and I saw it fly from the little tree that was next to my parking spot to a big tree that's across the way. So I was like, okay, I saw it. Let me look it up. It was a northern mockingbird. They are found in Georgia, okay? And it has like a stripe on its wing, but basically it symbolizes it's titular, so they use the word titular, okay? Which we just talked about the crown reading. When we did the crown reading, we talked about titles, crowns, positions, all that type of stuff. So I was like, ooh, it clicked in my head with the word titular because it means that it represents a certain position. And basically it represents innocence, okay? So it said that the mockingbird sings only for the pleasure of others, not for its own enjoyment. Therefore, it's a sin to unalive one. In nature, they're the most harmless birds, or they are mostly harmless. So it's very much so a sin to, take it out or to hunt it, so to speak. I think that says it comes from Harper Lee's novel To Kill a Mockingbird. So that novel or book could be significant for some of you guys. Let's look that up real quick. To Kill a Mockingbird. That's like a sin. I never read that book. I feel like I was supposed to in high school and I didn't. But To Kill a Mockingbird is a novel by Harper Lee published in 1960. So 1960 could be significant for some of you guys. It is set in the fictional town of Macomb, Alabama during the Great Depression. The novel is praised for its sensitive treatment of a child's awakening to racism and prejudice in the American South. Interesting. The novel is celebrated for its timeless relevance, addressing themes of empathy, compassion, and the enduring struggle against discrimination. So I feel like for what I didn't know what to title this. Hey y'all, come on in. Y'all like the video, you guys. Y'all like the video. If you in here, please hit the like button. Um, but I didn't know what to title the video, so I ended up titling it Innocence is Bliss. You are innocent. You're living for yourself, not for the pleasure of others. Because I feel like a lot of you guys could have definitely lived your life to please others or lived your life to definitely like make other people feel comfortable, and you may have gone without some comfort or satisfaction in certain situations to where now I feel like you're starting to change that. I don't think that you guys are necessarily being hateful. That's why I said innocence is bliss and you are innocent. So I feel like you're not necessarily being hateful towards people because you have chosen to live your life more focused on yourself. But it's like, because of the fact that you have done so much for others, you may be into community activism. You may be someone who's just very loving and giving. You may take care of your community in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like because you guys have done so much for others, it's more so time for you to start doing things for yourself. It's not really a situation where you're doing it for selfish reasons, but it's kind of like this is the schedule. Okay, this is the regularly scheduled programming that we have to follow and adhere to. And that could be the message that you guys could be getting from your spirit team. I feel like a lot of you guys may have or may be dealing with some type of prejudice or someone who's trying to kind of like attack you because you're choosing yourself. But this is something that I feel like your spirit team doesn't want you to get so stuck on. I feel like they want you to focus continually on like what it is that makes you good, because that essentially has been what put you in the position that you're in now. So it's like you're not forgetting where you came from, but you're also looking forward to where you're going. So it's very positive, okay? It's very positive. It's like anybody who's trying to come against you and attack you is committing some type of like mortal sin. That's what it really feels like to me. Is somebody who's committing some type of mortal sin that they are going to have to answer for. And a lot of times we try, like it's hard sometimes when you get put in a position where you're backed against the wall. It's difficult not to look for justice. It's difficult not to look for karma in situations. But I really don't think that's something that you have to worry about. I feel like also something about you is very rare, or there's an innocence in a situation that your spirit team wants you to see. It's like maybe they want you to see the simplicity of something or the innocence of something. And it's going to help you have more clarity about like being on the right track. Okay. So let's get to some cards, you guys. I wanted to use first to get some information the Angels and Ancestors deck by Kyle Gray, because there's beautiful wings on the cover and stuff like that. So let's do that first. Oh, look what just popped out after I just showed y'all the book. Look what just popped out after I just showed y'all the book. Is that not synchronicity? Hey, you guys, come on in. Y'all like the video. Is that not synchronicity? Yes, we are live, boo. Hey, Tori. Oh, and also, you guys, just so you know, I've been tallying up. I've been crunching the numbers, bitch. I've been crunching the numbers. I've been tallying up the donations for our raffle, which is happening in just a few days, you guys. So I'm just letting you know, I appreciate y'all. If you do want to continue to donate, it is still helpful or beneficial for you to be entered into the raffle. So I'm tallying up the numbers and we're getting ready to write everything down. I got a jar. I got my little jar and it's glass and it's so cute. And I actually got it from when I left my corporate job and went to a different job. They gave it to me. So I'm going to use that to pull the names, okay? But is this not synchronicity? Thank you, Lanice. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for all your compliments. Exactly, Queen DR. It is the new normal. It is the new normal. And that's something that I feel like y'all have to get used to. I think that's also because I was going to do a little Mercury retrograde conversation so we could talk about what's been going on. I'll probably do that on Friday because the raffle is going, I think, Thursday. So, yeah, it is the new normal, though. And I feel like just put a pin in that, because I feel like Mercury retrograde is a part of bringing that energy in. Okay, what you're experiencing now in Mercury retrograde is getting you accustomed to the new normal, even if it means you getting used to things kind of being a little bit wonky, and getting used to things not being so perfect all the time. That's what it's preparing you for. But look, y'all, that's crazy. This card just popped out. So let's read this one real quick. This is the angel, or sorry, not angel, but animal guardian. So let's read that one, animal guardian. So it says, trust your instincts. If your instincts are telling you something that you need to do, or that you need to start putting yourself first, or that you need to start taking some type of like deviated path from what you were originally doing, this spirit is telling you to do so. So trust your instincts. It says, trust the powerful animal spirit within to learn more about yourself and your talents. The animal guardian is the card that represents the angels of the animal kingdom. Animals are angels of nature who have incredible lessons to offer and medicine that can support you on your spiritual journey and help you survive some of your greatest challenges. And I just started off the reading talking about the animal, which is the bird that we saw. Okay. And I'm thinking of like that three-eyed raven on House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones, the three-eyed raven. And the three-eyed raven is able to see into different parts of the future, the past, all these different things. They're kind of like a seer energy. And they also have the ability to provide other people with visions as well. They call it an org on the show. But I just saw the picture of the three-eyed raven in my mind. So it leads me to the third eye, which could possibly be significant when it comes to whatever these messages are. Okay. Hey, Mika, I see you, girl. Exactly. Resilient Lear. I hope I said your name right. Leary. Okay. So yeah, three-eyed raven, your third eye is activated. Okay. But these animal guardians assist you and can support you through your journey and help you survive some of your greatest challenges. When you connect with the energies of animals, you can learn a lot about yourself and the earth. Reminds me of root chakra as well, like getting down to your baser instincts. You also have, oh, bitch, I be saying words and then the words just be in the book. You also have instinctive animal. I didn't know, y'all. I promise. I don't be knowing. It just comes. But you also have instinctive animal energy within that can direct you towards everything you need and more. Okay. So this is like, okay, your spirit team is trying to tell you that we're leading you towards what it is that you're asking for, or whatever it is that you need in this particular time period in your life. Okay, it says the animal guardian card depicts a tribal angel being held and supported by her animals. She has a love for them and they have a love for her, demonstrating how incredibly connected nature is with the spiritual realms. Okay, you may also have a pet that is going to be very supportive for you right now, so be sure to support them back. It feels like an energy of equal reciprocity. It feels like an energy of balance. And I feel like that's why your spirit team is like, okay, now you've been giving so much to others. It's time for you to pour into yourself a little bit more. It's time for you to take time to do the things that you feel like you don't have time to do. Because I was also watching a video this morning, some of the clips with Abraham Hicks in it. And she was basically talking about how you feel that disruption within you when you try to be in a place that you're not ready to be in yet. Or you may feel disruption within you when you go against what your inner being is telling you that you really want to do, thinking because of what you believe or what you have believed thus far that it won't work the way your inner being is telling you it's going to work. So it creates that confliction. It creates the disruption. And sometimes when you just take a moment to like sit down and really focus your mind on maybe nothing at all, you can see clearly where your spirit is trying to lead you. And you'll understand more like of what you may have been missing, because it kind of feels like there's a void or something that you may feel like has been missing in your life that you're trying to figure out how to feel. And I feel like this energy is really trying to help you get to that point B place. Like you're at point A, you're trying to get to point B. I feel like spirit is trying to help you do that right now. And they may be using your pets or animals that you see out in nature to help you get to that point. Okay. Now, the extended message for this card says, You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, productive, not productive. That was the wrong word. However, it's still, okay, it still counts. You are productive. But it says you have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel, they just express it. And you can learn from that. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. Okay? Yes. And we've been talking a lot about that, like feeling your feelings, things like that. Yeah. At the bottom, you have protection guardians. So you have a lot of guardians around you at this time. This says drop your shields. And then you have Sky Father, trust in the unknown. Yeah, the masculine energy. An eagle. There's another bird. Eagle eye. Okay. Y'all, I'm being goofy. Good morning, you guys. Thank y'all for being here. Oh, and that's another thing. I forgot to tell y'all. I've been hearing so many sirens. I don't know if y'all can hear that siren. That is like the fourth siren I've heard today. I heard one right before I cut on the live. Like right as I was cutting on the live, there was a siren. See? I know y'all can hear it now. Right as I was cutting on the live, there was a siren. And now there's another one. And then there was another one earlier today. And then there was another one when I first woke up. So that's crazy. This is definitely notification that your spirit team is trying to send you. Let's get an angel answer. Let's get an angel answer. And you guys, when I do the raffle later this week, I'm probably going to go live on Pisces Network. Just so you guys know, if you are not a subscriber over there, that's fine. It is a Pisces channel. However, I want everybody who participated to be able to see the live. So be sure to have your post notifications on. Be sure to subscribe. And watch out for the community tab, because when you go on the channel, you can see the community tabs and like the videos tab, the live tab, where all of those pieces of information are. That's more than likely where I'm going to post it, so you guys can, everybody can watch, okay? But yeah, in the Mockingbird book, there is a man called Atticus Finch too. Oh, Atticus! No, I was just playing. I never read that book. Thank you, Mika. I appreciate it. 6 went off yesterday for a tornado warning. Oh my God, Lenise. Stay safe. Dang. Dang, it's a tropical storm. Oh my God. See, it's a lot going on. Like, I just feel like the energy is very potent right now. And I really feel you guys, that you're being challenged to get down to like instinctively what you know how to do, because I'm gonna just be honest with you, because this is just how I am. I feel, okay, you hear that lawnmower and that noise out there? You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that have been trying to interfere. It's a lot of things that have been trying to interfere with us being able to hear and see and feel and interpret the messages that our spirit team has for us. It's a lot of things that just have been taking place over a long period of time. It's not something that just started happening. This is something that has been happening for a long period of time, where we have all been numbed and dulled down, like when it comes to our senses. And I just feel like a lot of people, you know, I guess we could just have a little bit of the Mercury conversation now, because we're gonna revisit it, and it's gonna keep being something that we revisit over time. But I really feel, yes, Mika, exactly, the distractions. Dang, it's 0 down there. Oh my goodness. See, that's what I'm saying. I really feel like this particular Mercury retrograde, And I don't want to get too political, but in the United States, if you are aware, we are having an election supposedly coming up soon, and everybody is like doing the most with that AI generated images. You know, I just saw an image the other night with Trump, and he was standing next to a whole bunch of black women with 6 fingers, and he had a wig on in the back, and his regular, like, he had a mullet going on, and it was just AI generated. And it's just so many things that have been trying to dull us down and dull our senses and make us numb to things that we should naturally be feeling. And I just feel like this is not a punishment. Like, a lot of times when you are comfortable, that's what makes you less aware, okay? And if you bring it back to colonization and things like that, regardless of whatever country you're in, colonization has happened all over the world. And if you bring it back to that type of situation where there was a group of people who came into another group of people's comfort zone and their general vicinity and area, trying to tell them that the way that they were living their life was wrong, or that they should be doing something more, it's kind of like a situation where, yes, those creature comforts are beneficial. They're definitely life hacks that are really helpful, that a lot of us have been able to take advantage of in a positive way. But it dulls our senses and it numbs us down. The fact that we have phones, the fact that we have, vehicles, we don't have to foot it everywhere. The fact that we have, these microwaves that immediately cook food and possibly not in a healthy way. Like, the fact that we have all of these shortcuts to get us where it is that we need to go. Hey, Alicia, welcome, girl. Hey, boo. Oh man, listen, we've been talking about that. The fact that we have all these shortcuts, and I don't know if I was saying it in the reading that just posted with the crown title on the thumbnail, or if it's going to be on the one with the oath, because the oath was part 2. That's going to come out later today. But these creature comforts, these life hacks, these shortcuts that we have are really a hindrance. And a lot of what I feel like Mercury retrograde is not only being adaptable, but getting down to like not the bare minimum necessarily, but getting down to the core of things, the crux of things. I feel like this Mercury retrograde is meant for us to kind of like shed away all of the things that have been kind of hindering us, because, when the native peoples of whatever country were in their native environment, there was nothing else that they wanted for or needed for, because they had certain belief systems in place that ensured within them that they were provided for and that they had everything that they needed. Their baser instincts were definitely more than likely more active, okay, because they were probably more in their root chakra, but that doesn't necessarily that's not necessarily guaranteed all the time. A lot of them were very much so connected to higher knowledge because they had so little to work with and they used what they had. So because of the fact that we've been so numbed by all of these things that are going on around us, I just really feel like now is a time where our spirit team is not necessarily trying to punish us, but they're trying to acclimate us, okay? Because acclimation is evolution. And once you become acclimated to something, you can either evolve or you could de-evolve. And I feel like we become a little bit too acclimated to shortcuts and taking the easy route, to where things may become a little bit harder, but it's teaching us how we can be, more formidable, okay? Meaning it's teaching us how we can have more skills that are honed and that we are able to expand upon without the need of an outside force. It's making us, okay, within us, it's making us more formidable. It's making us more talented. It's making us more gifted. It's building our skills, not necessarily the productivity of an outside force, so that at the end of the day, when whatever goes down, we have the tools that we need within us to be able to handle whatever situation. Because if people like, because that's the thing that I don't understand. When I watch House of the Dragon and I watch The Crown, and when I watch all of these shows that are like based in past times, it's crazy to me, because if people were able to gather and basically get things done at a time where there was no cell phones, at a time where there was no cars or vehicles, literally motherfuckers was footing it. If people were able to gather and organize in that time frame and still be able to come together and have their ducks in a row, but we can barely do it with all of these communication tools, there's something that's wrong with that, okay? And I feel like, I'm just saying, it's something that needs to change. And I feel like that's a part of like what this change is. So I don't necessarily want to get too much into it. I kind of already did. But when I say you guys are innocent and innocence is bliss, I feel like there is a part of you. It's like there's a part of you that never really had to deal with a lot of this stuff. I'm not saying you didn't have to deal with things in your life, but I believe that your spirit team is trying to show you that they are here for you, and that things may get difficult, but they're doing it for your best and highest good. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I just gotta add. Yeah. And a part of that, like, you may have had a lot of the part of that I feel like is going to be the most hard for you is not being able to do a lot for other people, because you aren't going to have a lot to give. That's why I said, like, you're starting to live for yourself. Ooh, excuse me. Because I just feel like y'all aren't going to have a lot to give the way that you used to be able to give. You know what I mean? So it's going to really take you being resourceful and managing and balancing your resources. Hey, Samantha, it's going to take you being very resourceful so that you will be able to not only have what you need, but also have enough to possibly have a little bit extra. So I feel like they want you to know that, it's okay to be learning. It's okay to not know what to do. It's okay to be kind of like stumbling and fumbling through this time, because you're going to show not only other people around you, but you're going to show yourself. You're going to show you. When you look in the mirror, you're going to be proud of yourself when you come out on the other side of this, because you will have learned something or been able to acquire some type of skill that you may not have had before. And if there's anything that you guys have been wanting to learn about, or if there's anything that you guys have been getting a lot of synchronicities about, I suggest you do your research and read about it, because I feel like it could play a role in whatever these skills and tools are that you guys will eventually and ultimately need to have in the future. Okay, so let's get another card for the collective spirit. And the Sky Father card says trust in the unknown. So God's source, okay, trust in the unknown is definitely necessary right now for you guys to believe in the things that you can't see, but that you know are there when it comes to support. Yeah. What else for the collective when it comes to this message, spirit? What do they need to know at this time? It's up to you. Yeah. So something is going to depend totally upon your mindset, the actions that you choose to take, how you govern yourself, whether or not you're going to be tripping out. But it's really up to you how something goes down. Like, she's pointing at you. I want you. So there could be some type of propaganda here as well. Because I feel like if anybody comes against you in this time, it's like they won't be able to have just like you don't have the resources to give, endlessly the way you've been given. Other people who possibly could have a problem with you stopping helping them, or other people who have a problem with the way that you're setting boundaries, they're not gonna have like, I feel like you guys could be afraid of like what's to come, but they're not, people are not gonna have the resource to be able to come at you the way they've been coming at you. Things are definitely becoming more finite. Okay? But yeah, the situation, look, overall though, the situation will improve. Whatever situation that you're dealing with, it will improve. Um, Recovery, yeah. There's some type of healing that you're gonna have, or something that's gonna be fixed. Because you got recovery here at the bottom. Meditation brings answers. Wow. If it's a relationship, for sure. If it's a relationship, you need to communicate clearly with someone and get more information in order for there to be success. Because I feel like there's not enough information, or there's not enough clarity between you and another person, whether it's platonic, romantic, or professional. Yeah. You have to trust right now in not knowing whether or not something is going to work out, and trust that it will. You have to trust the support system that you have, because there is going to be light and joy. They're going to bring light and joy back to a situation. Now, for it's up to you. Let's see. Listen. Let's see. It's up to you. Okay, you guys. It says the end result of the situation you asked about is entirely in your hands. You can affect the outcome by taking a proactive approach. And I always tell y'all, it's better to be prepared than to be scared. Don't be scared, be prepared. And preparedness is a very important aspect of luck as well. Being in the right place at the right time is always going to happen. But whether or not you're prepared for it in that moment is going to be up to you. Okay? So you can affect the outcome by taking a proactive approach to solving any challenges. Stand in your own power and have confidence that you have what it takes to bring about a happy ending, okay? Don't wait for someone else to rush in and take charge. In order to come to a successful conclusion, this situation requires your unique perspective and experience, okay? So it's going to take you, I feel like it's a part of your innocence as well, like your mindset. Because you have pure intentions, because you guys are innocent, that has a role to play in you finding a solution to a situation or something working out. But it's like your spirit team doesn't want you to be afraid to put those ideas into place or to implement them. Okay, let's read. The situation will improve. You guys be sure to like the video. Okay, thank y'all for being here. Grand Rising or good evening. I hope you are doing well. Yep, exactly. So the situation will improve basically says that your angels want you to know that they are aware that things look difficult right now. However, the situation is going to improve. It may take some time, and there will most likely be some hard work ahead of you, but the effort you put forth will be worth it. So the energy that you're putting into something is what you're getting out of it. And that's why I said you're kind of like not living for other people anymore, because you don't have the resources to. Your spirit team wants you to live for you. Your people that's supporting you, they want you to put that energy and effort into you, so it won't necessarily pay off for others, because that's not going to help you. And then you won't have the resources for anything to pay off for you if you've already put it into all these other people. So that's why they're diminishing your resources. It's not that they want, it's not that they want you to like be mean to people, but it's like, okay, when am I going to get mine? Because I'm offering all this out, but I'm not getting anything back. Well, they're showing you this is what you need to do. And therefore, if you don't have enough to put into other people, you could put it into yourself, and that's all that you have at that moment, and therefore you get the payout, okay? So it will be worth it, and things are going to get better. Now is not the time to give up on wounded friendships or aligning relationships. Wait, now is not the time to give up on wounded friendships or ailing relationships. There is still hope for the future. Take heart and continue to work towards a partnership where both parties are filled and fulfilled and happy in the future. That's what I'm saying. So this is the thing. If there's a situation where you've been taking a coworker to work every day, y'all may live close to each other, but you kind of got to go out your way to pick them up. And you want to help them because maybe they got kids, or maybe they, had an accident with their vehicle and they don't have the resources to get it fixed right now, and you don't want them to lose their job. But they haven't been giving you enough gas money and it's taking you out your way. And maybe sometimes when you get there, they're not on time, right? So you're getting, you might be running the risk of being late. You might be running the risk of not having no gas to get to work. You might be running the risk of possibly like having some type of repercussions to block your money in the situation. It's time to speak up and communicate clearly about that, because it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't like be a support system for someone. It just means that you may not be able to support them in the way that you've been supporting them. It just means that now you have to say what it is that you need. You have to speak up on your own behalf. You have to be communicative of what it is that needs to happen in order for you and the person who you're trying to help to get the best outcome in the situation. So that's a really positive energy. And I feel like when you communicate and you basically get down to what's going on, you're going to see, like for that example, you're going to see if that person is willing to work with you and if their energy is on a high enough vibration to be able to continue to be around you. Right? Because if you have a person like that you're picking up and you're helping them, and then you tell them about these situations like, hey, I want to keep picking you up for work, but I also, wanted to talk to you maybe about like possibly being able to give me a few couple extra dollars for gas, because I am going out my way and it is wear and tear on my car. And I just had to get an oil change yesterday and it was like $45 or whatever you say, hey, do you think you could throw me a couple of dollars more for gas and maintenance if this is going to be something that we continue to do? Because I don't want you to not have a way to get to work. And if they're like, no, well, I can't do it, you know what's going on with me and I got so much going on and it's just hard and I try, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, then I understand and I appreciate you thinking about it and talking to me about it, but being that as it may, I may not be able to take you to work every day. So we may have to compromise, and maybe I can come and get you on Monday and you can find a way to get to work on Tuesday, Wednesday, and maybe I can come get you on Thursday or Friday, but it's not going to be every day. Because you get what I'm saying? So I feel that either the situation is going to improve when it comes to you communicating and like making an agreement with someone. Either it's going to improve that way because they're going to receive what you have to say properly, or it's going to improve because you're going to see that that person does not have your best interest at heart, or they don't have the best interest of the team at heart. And then you can go ahead and separate your energy and let them handle their own problems on their own. You see what I'm saying? All right, let's read recovery. I see y'all in here. Let's read recovery. Okay, so recovery says this is a period of recovery and healing, okay? And this is for you. It says specifically for you, okay? The challenging emotions that you've been dealing with will fade away with time. Okay, go watch that time reading if y'all didn't watch it. But for now, take all the time you need to realign or regain your strength. This card can also mean that your recovery is nearly finished or already complete. Send words of gratitude to heaven and begin planning for the next exciting phase of your life. So I feel like this is what's coming up for y'all. It's going to be up to you how you want to compromise in a situation and how much you want to compromise with people. But I feel like whatever you have to do, whatever boundaries you have to set, whatever no's that you have to give people, like literally no, I can't do that. I won't be able to do that. While I understand your point of view, I won't be able to do that. Unfortunately, I don't have the means to accommodate you at this time. Get real professional on a bitch, okay? Because it's going to be up to you about how much you take on, which is going to determine how much you have for your own needs in the future, okay? Guys, come on and hit that like button, you guys. Like and subscribe so you can catch the vibe, honey. Okay? Let's get one of these marukas. Yeah. And this also, now, this could also go in a way of you guys needing assistance from others. Like, okay, ooh. Now, hold on. Okay. I'm going to tell y'all what I was going to say. Like the video, y'all. It's 26 of y'all in here and only 18 likes. Come on. Let's get to 20. I need 2 people. Where's the people? Oh, my God. So I'm going to tell y'all what fell on the floor, but I'm going to also tell you what I was going to say. Ooh. Okay, so first let me tell you what I was going to say. It could also work. Okay. Okay, Tori, period. Where the bell ring at? Thank you, Moneyville. I appreciate that. Okay, so this could also work the opposite way, right? This could be a situation where it's up to you what you're willing to do. Okay, we got to 20. Thank you, guys. Come on. Y'all continue to hit the like button as you come in. But it doesn't necessarily have to be something that you're doing for others. It could be something that you are asking for from others. Like, it's okay to ask for help at this time. But if there's a situation where someone is willing to help you, but then they want you to literally sell your soul and they want you to just bend your, they want you to be like this. They want you to bend your back over so you all fucked up and contorted and shit. Hell no. Hell no. That's another hell no. And that's another part of this. I'm telling y'all right now, Spirit is basically saying, don't overextend yourself to people who cannot give reciprocally to you to where everyone works out coming out on top. Don't give too much. And when it comes to like, yeah, okay, it's cool to ask for help and you can't necessarily, Percy, get down. You can't necessarily like expect someone to help you without giving anything in return, just like you wouldn't want someone to expect you to help without giving anything in return. But at the same time, if someone is asking too much of you or expecting too much of you just because they're helping you, I don't need your help. Don't help me. Because the way that Spirit is basically saying this is allow the situation to come in. Kind of like, I want to look at that card, Drop Your Shields too. But allow the situation to unfold the way it needs to unfold. But if it's like, okay, you know, I don't even know an example of somebody asking you for too much. But if somebody expects you, like, okay, maybe somebody's going to help you with your kids. Just say you have someone who's going to help you pick up your kids from school because you get off work later than daycare. Now these are just examples because I know, right? But then they want to be able to, like, they're asking you for money to pick them up, but they also want to be able to, like, I don't know, stay with you and not pay no rent and eat your food. Like, I don't know. I had a situation, y'all, when I was younger, and my old coworker who I served tables with ended up getting evicted from her house, and I didn't want her to be on the street because she didn't have no kids. And she basically was starting a business. She was starting like a cleaning service. And I wanted her to be able to have a place to live. But it was just too much because it's like she was not cleaning up. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, she was not cleaning up. She was basically like, oh, well, I'll get your kids from school, you know, because I'm not giving you any money for rent. I'll pick them up from school so you don't have to pay like extra money for daycare. But then I found out from the school that she wasn't like holding their hand on the street. And I'm talking about Panola Road. If y'all know where Panola Road is in Georgia, in Atlanta, Panola Road ain't no joke. It's 2 lanes of traffic, sometimes 3, depending on the situation. And well, I think it's just 2. But it's a busy street. People do not care. They're driving recklessly and crazy. And the lady at the daycare was like, oh, she wasn't holding their hands or nothing crossing that street. And I said, oh, really? I said, okay. That's too much. Either just take that. Either way it goes. If somebody is asking you for way too much and maybe they're taking you to work and they want you to give them gas money and y'all are maybe 5 miles away from the job, but they want you to give them $20 a day, That's a little crazy. You know, some things might be a little too excessive. Now, the cards that fell out is the romantic, the traveler, the virgin, the athlete, the lover, and the gem. All of those fell out upright. Then you have the tactician, the slow mover, and the Casanova in reverse. So it's definitely going to take a good plan. Your spirit team wants you to have a good plan. And you can easily work out what you need to do in the situation. The mourner, there's going to be a victory here, you guys. There's definitely a victory here. There's a situation that you're going to be able to celebrate if you create a good plan. And you have a strong like outline for what it is that you want to do and how you're going to move through this energy. It's not even necessarily like, you know, a plan for whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish on its own, but it could be a plan for how you're going to move through the energy. Don't rush. Okay? And I feel like your expectations need to be very realistic in situations. Right now is not a time to just do something and expect for it to go exactly the way you expect it to go. Some of y'all may be traveling soon. There is romance around you, but be aware that it could be something that could change over time, okay? Because you also had this Casanova card that came out in reverse. This talks about a short-lived romance, okay? And it may not be something that lasts very long. You also have this romantic card. And you have the lover card, okay? Yeah. Yeah, because your spirit team is like, okay, there's a lot that you have in terms of value, okay? Don't sell yourself short. You are a gem. Some of you may have Gemini in your chart, but there's a lot that you have in terms of value. They want you to carefully plan and strategize your next moves in situations. And they want you to be aware of like how things are unfolding. They want you to pay attention to all of these synchronicities that are happening so that you know how to govern yourself accordingly and make the best decision for you with the trust in mind in your spirit team that things are going to work out the way that they need to work out, so that you don't overextend yourself or so that you don't let someone kind of use you in a situation. Right now, it's like more so Independence Day for you. Yeah, it says the web weaver. Weave and build a brighter future. Make those connections and create new opportunities that can make your life better. So that's the plan that's taking place right now. Okay? This is about you creating the picture, like painting the portrait of your life that you want, like the way you want your life to look. The vampire, reevaluate your relationships. Avoid those who only take from you and leave you feeling emotionally drained. Because if somebody's asking for too much of you, or whether you're giving or whether you're receiving, if someone is asking for too much of you, it's still a drain no matter what. The alchemist says change is taking place, transforming bad situations into gold and bursting the limitations that bind you. Yeah. So I'm telling you, this is definitely a situation where the energy is challenging you to get back to those instinctual habits, like the nitty gritty, down to what matters, like your baser instincts, more animalistic instincts, okay? There does seem to be somebody who's trying to like kind of use you guys though, and I feel like your spirit team is saying to be aware of this and not to feel like you have to have a bunch of people. You don't have to have a bunch of people around you right now, okay? Thank you, Nigel. Thank you. That is so tweet. Oh, I can't put a heart on it, y'all. But that is so tweet. Is that a cat? That's a kitty cat. It's so cute. Thank you. All right, so let's just get the situation right now that the collective could be facing in this time, today or whenever they see this. Yeah. Oh, strength. Strength. For sure, you could be a Leo or have some Leo energy in your chart. Well, I mean, we're in Leo season. But yeah, this season, there may be a lot of delays, feeling like you're waiting on an opportunity to come in. but you're continuing to work. I feel like it's important and vital. It's imperative for you guys to continue to work, to basically focus. You got a small pinnacle right now, but you about to have this big pinnacle. This is the blessing that your spirit team is trying to get you to trust in. I definitely feel like you don't have to be on guard with this drop your shields card. It's like they're basically saying like, hey, focus on what it is that you need to focus on because we got your back. We got all this over here. You focus on that over there. And we're going to do all this over here. Yeah, it's definitely about patience. Look, because this transformation has been taking a long time. You got the death card right here. You got the sun card. You got temperance. Whatever this is that's being created for you by the universe, that spirit is coming together and blending together that you don't see coming. You don't know how it's going to turn out, but you're manifesting it, right? Whatever that is, okay? They want you to be free of the process. This is you being free of the process. This is you not letting the process weigh you down, not letting the amount of time that something is taking weigh you down. That's what that is. And just adjusting and acclimating as necessary throughout the process of this transformation by staying positive and hopeful and optimistic while they make this change. But every day it's a grind. It kind of feels like it's a grind every day, pretty much. Oh, wow. It's a grind every day. Sagittarius energy, Leo energy, Scorpio energy. Like, oh, you know what I just heard in my head? It's like, okay, you remember when there was a time, well, you don't remember. Probably you do, because the way I said that, it seems like you may have lived a different lifetime before there was more modernization. But you remember a time when people would be worried if the sun would come up and they would, make prayers to the gods and whoever they prayed to be like, oh, please let the sun come up tomorrow because I don't know if it's going to come back out the ground. Things like that. Do you see that right here? Y'all see the sun right there? And then the sun is right here. See, that's what spirit is trying to tell you. The angels are telling you, you're not about to sit here and be looking crazy, right? This you looking crazy. This you looking crazy. Your wig all fucked up. Your head looking all scruffy like a dog that just rolled around. Okay. Your eyelashes crooked, bitch. All of this stuff that's going on. That's like you worrying about if the sun is going to come out the ground. You see what I'm saying? The sun right there. Okay. So spirit is basically telling you, you don't worry about the sun coming up, do you? You don't worry about the rain coming with the clouds and all that stuff now, because now we've evolved to know that that's a natural part of life. You're not going to worry about that, are you? So why the fuck are you worrying about this? And when this going to get here? Because the opportunity is about to present itself. Okay? I feel like that's what spirit is trying to tell you. Because if it's a waiting game going on right now, that's what it is. Because you don't worry about that sun coming up. What else? What's this strength card? Ooh! Six of Wands. Ooh! And ooh, bitch. Ooh, and the moon. So opposites, light and dark attributes, shadow side, light side, polarity. So if this is this, then therefore that has to be that. This and that. This and that. Because this is this, that is that. Hold on to the feeling of feeling successful. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Ooh, and the Devil card. Interesting. Interesting. There are a lot of feelings that are coming up to the surface. This could be about recognition. This could be about success. This could be about you just accomplishing a goal. But there's a lot of feelings coming up to the surface with this Queen of Cups. And the moon card, Cancer energy for sure. Cancer season could have been very difficult because you have the Three of Swords right here. Ooh, goddamn. And the Tower. You know what's crazy? I feel like whatever transformation you're going through, you slowly watch the destruction of something, okay? Tower, Three of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. You slowly watched the destruction of something in your past, something that you believed, something that you, I don't know. This could be a relationship. And I feel like you knew it was coming. You knew it was going to come. You knew something wasn't built on a strong foundation. You knew slowly but surely something was going to crumble. Or you knew slowly but surely something needed to change. And I feel like you just watched it happen because there wasn't enough equal reciprocity in the situation. There were issues with the commitment that other people were making towards you or that you were making towards a situation. Either you weren't committed enough to something for it to be successful, or someone wasn't committed enough to the relationship working out. It doesn't have to be love, but whatever this is talking about, either you were not committed enough to something for it to continue to be sustainable, or that is what was going on between you and the people involved in whatever situations you were dealing with. Because if there wasn't enough equal reciprocity and you're in a group, whether it's coworkers, friends, lovers, whoever, if there's not enough energy being put into something, okay, Six of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, that's the 7 right there. It's like there was proof telling you that because something wasn't it being invested in enough, that there was confirmation or solid proof, maybe with money, maybe with time, maybe with resources, that something was not going to end up paying off in the long run. And you saw this very clearly. You may have sabotaged yourself in a situation because you just felt like you would never be able to accomplish a goal. There could have even been a lot of things coming at you when it comes to like challenges that you had to overcome. But it's like the dream that you had about something, it feels kind of personal, like something that you're trying to accomplish in your personal life. But there's some type of dream or goal or wish that you had for something. There could even be something that you saw coming to fruition that you just didn't have the resources to put a lot of energy or time into. Now I feel like you do. I feel like your spirit team wants you to see that there is still hope in a situation, that you shouldn't give up on a situation. But I definitely feel, not saying that you shouldn't give up on a situation where someone isn't equally reciprocating your energy. If there's conflict with the commitment, then it needs to be resolved. It needs to be talked about. We need to have a conversation. No, I'm not going to do that to y'all. But no, there needs to be a conversation for real about what needs to happen, either with you and yourself in the mirror. Because, you know, I like to play Sims, y'all. So the Sims be giving themselves pep talks. There needs to be a conversation that you have with yourself about how much energy or time that you're actually going to invest in something. Or there needs to be a conversation between you and your friends, you and your lover, you and your coworkers, you and your boss about how this is going to continue to roll on. Okay? Because I feel like there's a lot coming up to the surface that you have to deal with when it comes to this. But I also feel like these feelings that are coming up to the surface are helping you feel solidified in this success. We saw the Six of Cups, we have the Six of Wands, and we saw the Six of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles, Cups, Wands, Swords. Yeah, so something is moving forward very slowly. Yes, Percy. Jeez. Something is moving forward a little bit slowly, but right now, you don't have all the information. Your spirit team, remember that Death card, the Sun card, the Temperance. Your spirit team is working on blending the energy, moving the energy around so that your sun can rise, so that you can see, basically, they want you to be able to see this success. Like, you may feel successful. You may feel like things are working out. You may feel as if you are on the other side of this challenge. That's what they want you to hold firmly to. Okay? They want you to hold firmly to the feeling that you feel that once you walk through this portal, could be Lionsgate, once you walk through this threshold, that you are going to have the success that you feel and see intuitively in the physical form. Okay? The devil card is here though. There's a lot that you're learning. Yep. Look, the devil, the hermit, and the ace of pentacles. There's a lot that you're learning about this new experience. There's a lot that you're learning about these new opportunities that are coming towards you. You have to gain information so that you can basically see clearly. Because if there's things that you don't know, or there's things that you haven't tried, you know, then you may not see a resource that is available to you, right? I've never tried to do this live straight up vertically like this. I've always done like horizontal. I really don't do a lot of face cam stuff, but you know, it's a new day, bitch. Let's get to it. Get into it. I feel like y'all are being asked to discover all of the things that are basically submerged deep within you that you've been kind of pushing down, and they want you to get information on all of the things that you may not have known about, like all of the secrets. This is about secrets for real. There's secrets because this little box that he got down here, they want you to discover all of the secrets, the recipe, the secret sauce, the secret ingredients. They really want you to get down to what's been keeping you stuck. Okay? What's this moon? Six of Cups. Yeah. It's something about the past or your memories or what you have believed since you were a very young child. You may be uncertain or unclear about whether or not you're going to be safe or protected in a situation as you move on to this next stage. But I feel like you are. You have everything that you need. Your spirit team is providing you everything that you need. There are hidden helpers protecting you. Ooh. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Whatever this new thing that you're doing is going to be very successful. So that's what your spirit team is telling you. Protect it. Put money into it. Put time into it if you need to. Seven of Swords. That's the strategy that I said. Prepare. Prepare for whatever this is, because whoever thinks that they're getting away with tricking you, whoever thinks that they're getting away with lying to you, like I said, whoever thinks that they can come against you or unalive a mockingbird, right, in this situation is going to realize that these little resources that they took from you, it's going to run out. They're not going to have, they don't see that. Two of Swords. They don't see that whatever revenge or pettiness or bitterness that they have towards you, they don't see that this is going to run out very soon. And you're the one who's holding the sword of truth. This is where the power comes from. These little swords right here, they're behind you. You don't really give a fuck about them swords anyway. Oh. Percy, what you doing, Stanky? Stanky butt, what you doing? Come here, Percy. Come here, you loud. Come here, Stanky butt. And he gonna just walk right past me. Child. I don't know what he be seeing in here. But yeah. You didn't give a fuck about them little swords. It's a lot about your worries too. It's like, yeah, look, Two of Swords right here. It's a lot about your worries and your anxiety. Yep, Nine of Swords. You're trying to make decisions, but you feel like you don't know which decision to make. Do something. Whenever you feel stuck or you don't know how to get to a certain end result and you just kind of like, well, I want to get here and do this. The first thing that comes to your mind that you feel like you should do that. Because I feel like you understand or see clearly now something that you didn't understand before about your anxiety and your fear. I feel like a lot of you were scared to do something and you basically were only like half-assing something. Because I'm speaking from experience. I ain't never going to be that bitch that's telling you something that I ain't told myself. Because I might be super critical of y'all and I might come off very stern and strict. But I'm never going to tell you something that I have not looked in the mirror and told myself. Okay? So what I feel is that you were half-assing something and you weren't putting 100% effort into something that you were doing. And it was a goal that you had that you are very inspired still to achieve. And you are going to be successful in achieving that goal. But I feel like because of what's happened in the past, maybe how you were treated, maybe what was said to you, because of maybe how you were raised or what your parents did, there was definitely a situation that hindered you from putting 100% effort into something. And I do feel like it was self-sabotage that you had to learn from the hard way. Therefore, you have more than likely learned from it. at this point, or it's like this is the realization that you're having, is that self-sabotage is what kind of stopped you, because the fact that you were afraid, the fact that you wanted something but you were kind of too scared to take the action that you knew you needed to take, was what held you back. And once you realize that's what's holding you back, I feel like you're going to be able to be this Queen of Swords energy, and all that stuff that was causing you to have fear or anxiety about a situation, or like being worried about someone coming at you or attacking you, that's going to be gone. Yeah, Four of Swords is going to be healed. Somebody's trying to get a response out of y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, somebody is trying to get a response out of y'all. They're trying to maybe put thoughts in your mind or mess with your head to get some type of response out of you. And I feel like you're not going to respond, or you should not respond. I feel like silence is golden. Oh, that's a reading on the underground. So if you didn't know, I do love readings. I have 3 channels that are active right now: the NutCase Network, Pisces Network, and the Underground. They're always linked in the description box below. Check it out. But yeah, your silence, you just planning and taking action. Ooh, why did that flip like that? You just planning and taking action on your plans and implementing those plans and kind of keeping your thoughts to yourself, okay, is going to help shift the situation and change the situation. There is an important time frame coming up. I really feel like for a lot of y'all, Lionsgate is going to be big. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 swords. Yeah. You know the truth. You know the truth about what someone did. You know the truth about who they are. Okay, what's hidden? Ooh. Immediately, bitch. Temperance. Something is being balanced out. Something is being brought together closer to you. The situation is being alchemized. We saw the alchemy card. You separating your emotions from a situation, walking away from a situation, being brave enough, because that's a part of the strength card as well. Being brave enough to, I don't know what he's doing, y'all. Percy. Come here, stinky butt. What is it? I really think he be seeing spirits, y'all. Or he be messing with his brother. Come on, Purr. He won't come over here. Yeah, but this is about having courage and being brave enough to go into the darkness and to get out of your comfort zone to do something. That's what's helping move this along. It's like not only is your spirit team doing things, but you're also taking action that helps for this situation creatively, or the creation of a situation to come together more easily. Yeah. You're going to learn a lot. This is a time where you're going to learn a lot. I feel like when a decision is presented to you to either stay where you are or move forward, I feel like the wisest choice is to take the new opportunity, have the confidence to use what you've learned thus far and the information that you have at this time to take the opportunity to move forward and look towards the future. That's what's hidden. That your spirit team is balancing out variables in situations to help that be the reality. What's this, temperance? For what's hidden, we almost done, y'all. Y'all be sure to like, ooh. Wheel of Fortune. Stop it. The shift. Ooh, I yelled. That was loud. Y'all probably at work. I'm sorry. The shift. It's time for this to shift. 5 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. Yeah. Crying over spilled milk, being sad, being depressed, thinking about things that you can't change, trying to force a situation that you can't change. They really want you to do something new. They want you to try a new way of doing something, or they want you just to experiment. I feel like this is experimentation. It's not necessarily that you have to stop doing what's been working, but if it hasn't been working, then stop doing it. Again, it's not necessarily that you have to stop doing what's been working, but if it hasn't been working, stop doing it. Do something different. And I feel like it's also going to take a lot of pressure off of you. You're not going to feel sad. You're not going to feel upset about something. You're not going to... When I tell you, by the time this is all said and done, you ain't going to miss shit. You're not going to miss nothing. You're not going to miss this person. You're not going to miss this job. You're not going to miss whatever this situation is. You're not going to miss no money. You're not going to miss no time. You're not going to miss no sleep. By the time this is said and done, you are no longer, it's like whatever didn't work out is going to be an afterthought, okay? Hey, Ayana, good morning. What's the Temperance? Page of Cups, yeah. They want you to investigate and be very curious about what you can change at this time. This is what's hidden. You being curious, you investigate and be like, hey, what's that? What's that little fish in that cup right there? Who is that? What is that? Let me look in there and see what that is. You doing all that is going to help you to create this shift in the vibe, okay? Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to catch the vibe, okay? Y'all are going to see the innocence. Yes, your innocent curiosity is going to shift the vibe. When you were a child, you were never scared that you were going to have what you needed. When you were a child, even though, situations may have happened that made you feel like, what the fuck? Because I should have what I need. Like, that's why childhood trauma is so hard for people to understand. That's why childhood trauma is so hard for people to get over. It's because childhood trauma is the result of you having this undoubted belief that everything is going to be fine, and that being shattered and creating confusion because it disrupts what you naturally know to be true. You naturally know when you come out your mama's coochie. You know what I'm saying? You naturally know when you roll up out of there that, oh, I'm good. Pimp, what you mean? I'm good. You roll up out of there like we big balling. But then as soon as something happens that threatens this safety and this security, that's when you come into this point of confusion, or that's when you come into this point of fear where you're like, ooh, I don't know. I thought everything was good, but bitch, it is not. It is not, bitch. And I don't know where to go from here. Y'all, why that song always be popping in my head? Where do I go from here? Girl. That's what it is. And then you start questioning things, and then you start hesitating to take action on things that before that point you would have just said pew and dived off the cliff. As a child, that's why kids get into so much shit, because they do not understand the concept of negativity. They don't understand the concept of things not working out in their favor. They don't understand the concept of danger. That's why they run out and chase the ball in the street, because what is a car hitting me? That car ain't gonna hit me. I'm invincible. So it's like once that first moment of mortality hits you, and usually at a very young age, that's when you start to forget that childlike innocence and belief is what allows so much to come your way, okay? And I feel like you getting down to this carnal nature, you getting down to this instinctual behavior, you getting down to the bare minimum in the bottom of the barrel where you first started and working your way back up is what's going to revitalize that if you choose to look at it the right way. If you try to force something that has not been working and you keep on banging your head against the wall like the zombies in those movies, you're gonna still feel fucked up. Yeah, but if you try a few different things and you dibble and dabble in a few different things, and you invest your energy into things, and that in return give you energy back, you're gonna start to move forward really quickly, okay? You're about to receive something as well. Like I said, for a lot of you guys, I feel like y'all could, something coming up. Something is coming up. Some of y'all are about to receive some type of help or assistance or benefits in a situation. You're going to be able to pay a bill. This could be your car note. This could be your insurance. But it's good to be curious about the resources that you have available to you, because you may not know that there are more resources resources available to you than what you think. You need to research your resources. Okay? Because a lot of times people want your money straight up. Like, for example, if you are able to, I don't know, pay a bill through a program that pays your bill for you, and then you could pay in installments through the program, right? A lot of time, whoever you owe the bill to doesn't want you to use that program because even though they're getting paid off the top, there could be delays in payment, things like that. Like, for example, Section 8. If you go and get a Section 8 approval or voucher, right? A lot of times you'll find that people don't really want to rent to people with Section 8 because it may take them longer to get their money. And they don't want you to know that you have these resources available because even though it may benefit you, it's not going to benefit them. So they don't want you to know the benefits that you have for yourself. So it's good for you to do the research that you need to do in order to find where those benefits would be able to apply to your situation. Whether people like it or not, whether they scoff at you or frown at you or have an attitude or not, bitch, you're going to take what I give you how I give it to you. Okay. You know what I mean? Like as long as you're getting what you're getting, sometimes it's going to take a compromise. But if you have people around you who want you to continue to give everything that you've got and it's kind of draining you, you need to find those resources. That's what your spirit team is trying to tell you. Yeah, Hangman with the Page of Cups. You got Cancer energy out here, Leo energy, Sag, Pisces, possibly Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. Yeah, you're going to realize that there's a new way that you can do something by looking at a situation from a different perspective. Or you're going to realize you have a resource that you didn't know you had, and it's going to create this shift. It's going to create momentum. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles and the Justice card. Something you're working on, whatever you're working on, whatever you're focusing on, whatever you're trying to manifest, it's justice. This is going to be what helps you move forward at this time, okay? So overall, what is the advice? Because I know we've been in here a while. And I'm finna go. I'm finna go eat this yellow dragon fruit. Have y'all ever ate a yellow dragon fruit? I have. I know what's going to happen. If you ever feel backed up and your doctor is okay with you doing this, because I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist, but if you ever feel backed up, y'all, and you just need to eliminate some things, do a quick little detox, a little 1-2, get you a yellow dragon fruit. But I'm going to tell your ass right now, with your goofy ass, do not eat the whole thing. Do not eat the whole thing, bitch, because you're going to be mad. You're going to be mad. Don't eat the whole thing. Eat half. Maybe eat half of a half for y'all who ain't never did it before. Because I'm telling you, once things get to cooking, once that water get to boiling, you ain't going to be able to turn the burner off, okay? Just saying. What's the advice? King of Cups. King of Cups. So no matter what's going on around you, they want you to keep your motherfucking composure. This is also negotiating. This is being charismatic. Having that riz. It's all right, Black Sheep. It's okay. This is about having that riz, y'all. You can negotiate anything in a situation if you are able to pull on the emotions of others and pull on your emotions and get to the bottom of a situation and communicate properly. Be mindful of the company that you keep right now, too. Yeah, because you see this ship in the background. It drew me to look at this web weaver card and the vampire with the alchemist card. It's like something that you're creating, the web that you're weaving is the strands of your web are very innocent. There's positivity. There's good intentions, right? In something that you're doing. And change is taking place right now. We're in a time of transformation. So the web that you're weaving and the energy that you're putting into whatever this is positive, and there will be a positive outcome. But there is someone who you have a relationship with or that you work with or that is in your energy that could be trying to taint whatever you're creating. So be mindful of that. But I feel like you are being advised that to know that you can do anything. You don't need anyone to help you necessarily, because again, they're pointing out the resources that you can use if you research them and if you follow those synchronicities and signs. They're pointing out the resources that you can use to help keep you afloat in a situation. You will stay afloat. Like the card says, this situation will improve. It is improving. It's improved already. You just have to get to that point in the timeline. And whoever these people are who left, they weren't helping you anyway. So be mindful of the company that you keep. Queen of Pentacles. Don't be distracted. Wow. King of Pentacles. Do not be distracted. Make sure you balance your masculine and your feminine energy and focus on what it is that you have. Focus on the opportunities in front of you right now. Also, pay attention to what you've already been able to accomplish to let yourself know what you are capable of. Because once you realize what you're capable of and what you've already been able to accomplish, it gives you energy to keep this courage and strength afloat. Don't let yourself get distracted either. Be mindful if you're a feminine energy who's very fertile. Someone just wants to play games. Possibly be sexual with you. I feel like there's a person who comes off very stable. They may look like a good match for you, whether it's romantic, platonic, or professional. And they may have a lot. Could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But I feel like you need to know that this person, while they are very abundant or they may appear very abundant, you don't need them. It may be nice to have them around. Remember, we saw the Lover, the Casanova, and the daydreaming clown looking girl. Yeah. There's definitely a situation where somebody's trying to make you feel like you need them, and they may leave you. They may drive away. I just said this to someone in a personal reading. Also, if you want to book a personal, the link is below, you guys. You can check it out. Personal readings are vital. You get a full reading, but there's a person who's trying to bluff you. Because I saw that. I never saw the King of Cups like this before. But I feel like there's a person who's trying to bluff you, and they're going to be like, all right, I'm finna go. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and head out. Yeah, so, I'll see you, I guess, around, holla at me, I'll see you, I guess. And they bluffing, and they like, oh, I'm finna go, bye. Bye, I'm finna go. And then they be like this. And then you be like, what the fuck is that? And they like, what's that? Oh, I don't know what that is. What you mean? What you mean, what's that? Who said something? You said something? I thought I thought I heard you say something. And then they gonna come running back talking about, did you say something? Did you say something? Did you say something? No, bitch. I didn't say shit. Go and take your ass on. That's what this is. So if anybody, that goes back to that whole situation where I was like, don't let anybody finesse you into thinking that you owe more than what you do, or you need to do more to get their help. Because if they want you to break your back and bend your back for them to help you, then they're using you in that situation. And they're going to help you or they're not going to help you. Either you're going to accept their help or you're not going to accept their help. Either it's going to be equal reciprocity in the situation or it's not. Because I feel like if somebody's trying to make you think that you need their help and you're not going to be able to get it from anywhere else, that's some bullshit. And they're trying to get you to believe it so that they can use the resources that you have and be distracted from whatever it is that you're doing to give a majority of your resources to them. And your spirit team is telling you to protect these resources. Don't be afraid. See, that's what I'm saying. Look, there go the Seven of Pentacles back again. Don't be afraid to turn down assistance that is offered to you if you don't feel like the energy exchange is worth the investment. If you don't feel like you're going to get enough back for what you're giving, don't do it. Because there is another option that you don't see. or whatever you're afraid of happening is it's not actually going to happen. It might feel like it's going to happen because something is taking a long time, but it's not actually going to happen the way that you fear it happening. So you can't allow someone to back you into a corner or give you a bad deal just because you're afraid of something happening. I feel like your spirit team wants you to know that and stand up for yourself. Because whether they're here or not, I feel like you're going to have what it is that you need. And if you want to help someone and they don't want to equally reciprocate that giving energy in some way, shape, or form, you don't have to help them. And if they make you feel bad, like, oh, you going to get yours for this because you left me in a bad spot, bitch, I am going to get mine for this because I was innocent in the situation and so are you. So let's part ways and, good day. Because you can't allow people to blackmail you into helping them, and you can't allow people to blackmail you into feeling like you need their help. King of Pentacles is the Queen of Wands. Yep. It's time to put up strong boundaries. It's time to stand up for yourself. Just because the situation didn't work out before doesn't mean it won't work out now. Yep. But this is definitely about boundaries. This is definitely about protecting yourself. This is also a situation where something is going to be hard. You're going to be tired. Okay? You're going to be tired. But this Seven of Wands is like the baby version of the Strength card. You're going to have the energy that you need and you're going to be replenished. People are going to come at you at this time. But I feel like you've dealt with this before. This could be bullying of some kind. This could be some type of like hazing. But you've dealt with this before. You know what decisions to make in this situation. So be prepared for it so you won't have to be scared. Okay? Because the opportunity is here no matter what. And even if you're afraid to take the opportunity just because things didn't work out before, it doesn't mean it won't work out now. Yeah, Ten of Wands. Yeah. You're literally almost at this little house right here. You're about to reach your goal. You're about to reach your destination. Your spirit team is telling you to be confident about that. You don't have to have, if you complicate the situation too much with like too many contingency plans, you could also slow your progress down. Like what I say when I say resources, you're going to have synchronicities that come to you about what resources will assist you in a situation and what resources will be a hindrance, like people who ask for too much. If there's someone who's going to help you and they're asking you too much, that is a resource that you do not need to utilize at this time. Okay? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, King of Pentacles. I feel like you're ready to take an opportunity, and your spirit team is telling you this pentacle that's coming out the sky that we saw earlier is you basically being ready to take this opportunity and what it's going to end up turning into once you put in the work. So the way that I said you guys may have been shortchanging yourself earlier because you were self-sabotaging, kind of afraid of whether or not something will work out. You're no longer shortchanging yourself. You're very confident in what it is that you do. And I feel like you being confident in what it is that you do, putting in the work, really focusing on what you need to do and not allowing other people to make you feel like you need them, knowing that you can do something on your own, knowing that you have what it takes, knowing that you will be successful, kind of like that childlike energy that we talked about before you were tainted by life. Okay, you implementing that right now is going to help you stay afloat in any situation that comes along, because I definitely feel like you need to have some type of savings or something. Some of you are going to get noticed in your career. Some of you may get a raise or a promotion. Some of you are building something, possibly being offered a contract with the Devil card right here. I feel like there is a contract that's being presented to you. You may be confused about it. Some of you guys may need to have someone, a third party, look at a contract for you. So just take it how it resonates, because I feel like it's actually something that's going to work out in your favor. There's a victory for you in this situation and you don't see it yet. Okay. But that's what you need to do. Let's get an advice and then we're going to head up out of here because I'm going to take my little hour. It's 10:11. So I'm going to take my little hour break and then I'll go on and do Pisces. So if you are a Pisces, be sure to be over there. Oh, man. Not a bopper, Black Sheep. I'm telling you, I never saw that as the king. Like, that's somebody who's bluffing. It's like, it's kind of like It's kind of like on Titanic. Y'all remember on Titanic when the lifeboats went out? They went out to the edge of the ocean far away while everybody was drowning because they were afraid that the people would grab the boats and capsize the lifeboats and everybody would be dead. Oop, didn't mean to say that, but oh well. It's kind of like that situation. It's like somebody may see you drowning, somebody may see that you need help, but they're acting like they can't help you, or I don't know, maybe they're trying to victimize you and make you give too much, too high of an interest rate or something like that. It's like somebody is trying to basically drown you or choke you out, smoke you out or something like that to get you to do something the way that they want you to do it before they actually give you the help that they were going to supposedly give you anyway. They want to try to milk it to get the most out of you that they can. And they're just bluffing. Like whatever they say they're going to do, they're not actually going to do it. And if somebody feels like you're bluffing, it feels like to me this time you serious. Like if you tried to do something and people just don't believe that you're going to do it and people just think that you're, oh, it's the same thing. You know, collective always do that. They always say they about to leave so-and-so, but they don't never leave. You actually going to leave this time. You're actually going to do whatever you're going to finish. This is the end of you struggling because I feel like there's a confidence that has come over you that it's like you refuse to give up this time. And you're standing your ground this time. And you're very long and strong with whatever it is that you say you're going to do because I feel like you can sense, again, the success. So that's why your spirit team wants you to hold on to that feeling that you feel right now. You know that you're going to work something out. You know that something is going to be successful. You know you're going to come out on top because you already are on top. We're not even going to front. You know that what it is that you look forward to and strive for, the goal that you have, will be reached. You know you're going to do it. It's just a matter of you putting the time, energy, and effort into the right things in order to make it happen. And I think that belief within yourself is exactly what your spirit team wants you to hold on to. And anybody who doubts you in the situation, you need to know that they are circling. Just like the lifeboats on Titanic, they are circling around to see if you're going to survive. And those who survived, the lifeboats came back and wanted to pick them up. But see, this is the difference. I feel like you should take whatever is given to you because it is a blessing from God. But I also don't feel like you should believe everything that comes from people who were circling around you. Yeah, you can take it. You can use it to your advantage. You can allow that to be transmuted into what it is that you're doing or work towards your cause. But at the end of the day, a lot of the people who may come and support you later on weren't the people who initially believed in you, or they were the people who were trying to tear you down while you were building yourself up. So just be aware of that. All right. So what is the advice? This is all going to be up to you. What is the advice for the collective in this situation? Okay. Spirit is not playing with y'all. They say, I need you to get excited. I need you to get excited again. I need you to remember you're not in this thing alone. I am working on your challenges. I've already assigned angels, probably in the form of animals, you guys. I've already assigned angels to you. So let go of the stress and just trust me. I've got a pretty incredible ending in store. In fact, that's why you need to get excited again, because the happy ending I've got coming is going to rock your world. That excitement is part of this childlike energy, you guys. When you were a kid, everything was fun, bitch. We going outside. We going outside. And we all know as grown adults ain't shit outside. Okay? But heat. Especially now. Ain't shit outside but a hot goddamn sun. But when you was a kid, you was ready to drink from that rusty ass hose. You was ready to go jump on some stuff. We going outside. We gonna sweat. Yes. You know what I'm saying? You were so excited about things because that's just the way of the world. That's just the way it worked. So your spirit team wants you to get excited like that again. Oh, it's a new job. It's a new car. I got to learn how to change my own oil, bitch. Yes. I'm going to be greasy and sweaty. Yes. I got to figure out how to pay my rent. Yes. It's good. Because something you're going to gain from it is very positive, and it's going to get you to that point where, like we talked about earlier, you don't depend and rely so much upon these creature comforts that have literally dulled you and suppressed your power. At the bottom, love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining and burdening for you. You're dropping the burdens. You drop down from 10 to 1. It's the final countdown. You counting down. You like, okay, do I need this? No. All right, bye. Do I need this? No. Bye. Love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining and burdening for you. Say no when you want to say no, instead of saying yes to please other people. This is a real act of self-love, you guys. Okay? I told y'all in the beginning, run it back, bitch. No, I'm just playing. In relationships, the biggest thing you must look for is consistency. So whether this is the relationship between you and other people, or whether this is your personal relationship with spiritual growth, or whether this is your relationship with your career, consistency is what counts. Every time you forgive someone who is not being consistent with you, you are giving them permission to hurt you again. You deserve better. So if this is just for you personally, like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Sometimes we look for these readings to tell us about the bullshit that other people do and why we're justified in our actions, but really it's a mirror reflection of us and what we really want for our lives. So if you know that you haven't been consistent with the things that you've been telling yourself you want to do, or you know that you've been kind of, half-assing at some shit, it's time for you to step up. Because if you step up for yourself, the universe, God, source, whoever you believe in, will show up for you. The more that you show up for yourself, the more that you're proving to them, like, okay, they're really serious. They're not playing this time. Exactly what it is that they want you to do. They don't want you to play this time. So once you start to do that for yourself, and you see the results of all of that, and you see how much stronger you feel, how much more courageous and inspired that you feel to do what it is that you really want to do, you will stop allowing situations where people are not being consistent with you. Once you start being consistent with you and who you are, other people won't have the space and opportunity to be inconsistent with you, because if you're not allowing yourself to do it, you're not going to have the time, the patience, or the energy to allow someone else to do it. So that's what I have for you guys. Remember, the situation is improving currently at this time, and you guys are going to get through what you need to get through. So I hope you enjoyed that message, you guys. I hope it helped you. Be sure to donate to the GoFundMe before time runs out if you want to still be able to participate in our Lionsgate reading giveaway. Okay, giving away 8 free readings. You guys click the link below if you want to donate. If you want to book a personal, click the link below. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe so you can catch this vibe. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.